Weapon X has just dropped with the new season, and opinions are already all over the place. A lot of people are writing it off already, but I think they're probably missing something. This card scales up way faster than it looks, and I've got a few builds that might completely change how you see it. So, who is Weapon X? Weapon X, the card, is built around Wolverine the character. This was when he was going through the Weapon X program, having his entire body taken apart and drafted with adamantium. He had his healing factor taken advantage of here for this to happen. And this is the card, pretty much. It is Wolverine early stages. However, Weapon X wasn't just a man, it was an entire program, designed to experiment on mutants and turn them into weapons. Wolverine was the most famous result, others include Deadpool and X-23. The program kept going for long after Wolverine escaped, including cards coming up from this season, such as Wild Child, Maverick, Marrow, Phantom X, and Weapon H. So even though this card looks a lot like Wolverine, the history of the name Weapon X goes much further than that. So now for a few decks. First up here I have Weaponized Zoo, which is kind of mixing a couple of packages together. You have a few Zoo elements with Squirrel Girl and some one-cost cards. You then have Airwalker and a couple of ways to destroy it, which will then bring Moon Girl out and hopefully duplicate deaths or venoms or big head pulls and things like that. Almost like a reverse Moira X in a way. Playing Airwalker and then getting it destroyed by Nico Carnage or Venom isn't too difficult. And hopefully along the lines then it ends up helping Weapon X and you have a couple more destroy triggers that way. That's the first one. Next up there is kind of more of a classic destroy package. This one is... I had a deck before where I would play Nimrod. I'd play a tumor, then Nimrod, have it be destroyed, and then send the Nimrods back and have a tumor destroy it. It did pretty well. That was around the time that the tumor was changed. Now it's probably not as good, but when you have something like Weapon X with a tumor nearby, you can then keep destroying things and buffing Weapon X. And Lady Deathstrike is in there to hit most of these cards, but also the opponent's cards. Although after a couple of destroys, Weapon X will be out of range, so that is another positive for this deck. And finally, my favourite, which I will be showcasing the most today, I can already tell you this, is my Morgan Thanos deck. So the idea here is, I played this a bit before, well, before Weapon X was added, and I would alternate between using Doctor Strange or like a couple more destroy pieces. And the idea is with Firehair and Morgan Le Fay, it's just to destroy things, bring them back, trigger their effects again, that sort of thing. You got Lady Deathstrike in here as well, and it's mainly just getting rid of the stones. That's the main idea for this. Death as well. I do think that what is she called again? I've mentioned her a couple of times. Moira X would be good, but as you can see, I do not own her, so I'm having to work around that slightly. She could be good. It's tricky to say because I'll just be getting more stones. But with the package that I had already, it's pretty good. Airwalker is in here purely to bring out Morgan Le Fay. So once you feel like you've destroyed enough, you can always then just kill Airwalker, brings out Morgan, and you get a few things back. So, without any further ado, let's jump into some of the games. And starting off here with the Weaponized Zoo deck. Wow, okay. Might be able to get some interesting procs if I draw Killmonger.
I found a rock.
Interesting deck they're playing here. Airwalk it into Venom. It's a pretty good playline. If I draw Killmonger though, I'm just going to destroy their day. I'll snap her. Yeah, I was about to say, this feels like a bot, but I guess it's a good way to start and see how we can get these play lines going.
I'm about to juice this up.
They also snapped. Interesting. Maybe I don't. I was tempted to Carnage here. I can't do it now. Purely because if they were to play... what's it called? Hobgoblin. Wow. I feel like this deck that they have the AI playing here hasn't been updated.
Impressive. Rest in peace.
I'm going to do this just to proc Weapon X. It's on 6, so it gets 3. Although the AI is probably retreating? No? Okay. Wow, that effect's pretty cool. This is a 217.
Victory.
So the first game I have playing this card. To be fair, I did get the scroll location, and I was playing against a bot, more than likely. But 217 isn't shabby. What is my line here? It's probably HUD Weapon X X23 Carnage. Okay, let's forget about that. Okay, I can Carnage with the hopes that it goes here again. Nice.
Enough said, Bob.
I'm playing double Wolverine. This is one of the concerns I had for if I was to play Wolverine, is when it just lands back in the Weapon X location. I think this is okay for now. We haven't really had any big power players, unfortunately. We're pretty much going full out on Weapon X. They're destroying the Weapon X, okay.
Enough said, Bob.
Although on the flip side, they more than likely win the middle location.
I want the throne.
Well, this card is, yeah. That's a 228. And I think they're probably going to just play null here and wreck me. Mainly because I have no idea which side they're playing null on. Never mind, we're okay.
Victory.
That was a little bit scary, but we've won up to the last game, and we have created a 228. To be fair, I did destroy a bunch of things. I didn't really destroy that many things with power, actually. I think the scrolls are the only net negative power. X23 bounced around on HUD, if anything, gave me positive power from destroying it, so yeah. 228. I'm not excited for when everyone starts running counters. I suppose I did get quite lucky having X20. Never mind. Having X23 to play both times is what I was going to say. Although this does make things kind of tricky. Because there's no way I can get Airwalker to be destroyed without destroying X23. Okay, interesting. Not entirely sure what I can really do with that. I could double my hand. The only issue here is Demon cannot be played left or right. So it has to go middle. Kind of annoying. And I'm missing Killmonger, Carnage, and Nico for possible destroys.
I'm about to juice this up.
I am Iron Man.
Cersei. It's probably the best I can do. Which isn't great, but
Mjolnir to me. Mjolnir to me.
You won't need this anymore.
what a strange collection of cards.
Victory.
Okay, one more. I'm actually enjoying this deck quite a bit. Head pull, nice. We have head pull to play for once. Okay, okay. I can see the play patterns lining up there. Oh, this is kind of annoying. Again. Purely because... I mean, Venom here is probably the best play.
Rest in peace.
I haven't been running null in these decks. Maybe I should. mainly did it because I thought it might be too greedy. Nightmare. Okay, please give me Killmonger here. If we get Killmonger next turn, I'm pretty set, I think. They haven't played anything strange. Guess it's this then? Oh, great.
I'm about to juice this up.
Okay, couldn't have seen that coming. Which probably means I lose now. To a 20 power Infinite in the middle.
Hello, so happy.
Wow, okay.
Hello, can you understand me? Hello, so happy. Hello, can you understand me?
That is insane. Wow. Okay, now we're on to my Morgan Le Fay deck. Weapon X was the kind of card this deck was missing, so I'm curious to see how this plays out. Okay, we have Morgan. Now we just need to draw some. Never mind. I feel like that kind of has to be a bot. This would have been so nice if a bot didn't decide to put an armor on its own Nova. Interesting. So this is more than likely the... What's it called? I don't even remember now. Destroyer, that's the one. It's the Destroyer deck.
I want the throne.
Okay, what did we destroy? Silver Sable and Power Stone. It's still probably worth bringing them both back. So where is he playing Destroyer? If he plays it here, he just destroys the other side, so I don't realistically know what the play is there. But just playing like this should be good enough. This needs to be above 10. This needs to be above 10. This is 10, right? Yeah. This just needs 2 more power. I kind of wanted to play it so that I just triggered Weapon X 3 times. But then we just lose the middle, so... I guess we play it safe. This becomes 10 though. Okay, I guess we're not having fun. I guess we're not having fun. And this is where they surprise me and they don't even play Destroyer at all. What did I say? Well, interesting game.
Victory.
Weapon X sitting at a casual 4 this time. Okay, this is shaping up to look pretty good actually. Fire Hair, Weapon X. We will just need a few destroy triggers.
Enough said, bub.
Well, okay, they're really filling their hand up. Let's do this. Okay. I mean, they did the best possible thing here for me. They now have everything. What have I destroyed? A whole bunch of low stuff. This could be a spicy last turn. Let's see what we're working with.
Enough said, bub.
Okay, so they're definitely playing Null here. It's Null and Deadpool, probably. This is going to be kind of nuts. I really hope they don't leave. This destroys 3, which procs it to the 3 power. And I have these ones in the middle. Do I actually just do this instead? So then Firehair gets the Silver Sable. No, because I just remembered Silver Sable is not going to activate. Although, no. Keep changing my mind. I was like, Nico then makes one of those 6, but then I remember Nico's 2, so by default you're kind of already shooting this. Well, there's the Null. Oh, and Death. I forgot about Death. Ouch. I did not plan for Death. Probably should have, though. How would I have played that differently? I'm not sure. I guess because I could never have known where they would put Null. But my other option of putting everything mid would have won. Okay. I mean, it was a 50-50, I think, for that game. Not too upset, it was only 2 cubes. Not all that helpful. I'm gonna put her here. Because Power Stone is not necessarily a stone you want to destroy all that often. This isn't the worst thing. Jocasta. I think this is where we can surprise them with Lady Deathstrike. Because I don't think they'll expect it. I kind of wish I had Killmonger. That was intentional. That was intentional, 100%. Oh, it is late. It is late. Okay, well, we have Killmonger. Hopefully they snap. They'll be like, what were you doing? Maybe I should just snap now. Or maybe they don't. Okay. Either way. I get rid of these two. And then just give me something I can play. Okay, I mean that works. Hopefully that's enough. We'll see.
I want the throne.
Starbrand. Yeah, that's not something I could have accounted for. Okay, we're looking quite strong here. Wow, we're looking very strong here. Double boosters as well. If I draw, I'm drawing 3. Yeah, this is fine. I'm just going to draw my entire deck.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Okay, let's just do this. It might almost be worth getting them to win priority here. Because here's the thing, as much as I love this deck, the main issue right now is people are playing classic discard, so they're really benefiting from your plays. It might almost be one worth returning to once people start to slowly wean off the amount of discards they're playing.
Clear for takeoff. Opponent
Yeah, I can see why you're snapping. Let's do something unexpected. That's Venom?
What a game!
I don't think I've ever seen that Venom before. That's extremely cool, but it looks nothing like Venom. Okay, my idea of possibly playing Killmonger isn't going to do anything here, so... we could get rid of their boosters. I'm not gonna do that. It's nothing crazy, but it's something. Yeah, it's fun in the very least, but this deck unfortunately is not going to succeed right now. You're feeding these death null combos. I think my early games were a good showcase of what the deck can do when there's not things out there countering it, or you're not constantly facing destroy. That's annoying. That is very annoying, sir. But that's pretty good. Would have been nicer to have played Weapon X, but... Green Goblin.
Impressive.
All of that on turn 2, by the way. Okay, they know I have a Killmonger, right? Shang-Chi.
I want the throne.
Rest in peace.
Okay, well we're getting rid of all of these, and we might as well just duplicate the hand. We do it here, although I think we're probably winning that location, so... Hobgoblin. Yeah, this is giving telltale bot signs.
I'm about to juice this up.
Not too mad about that, at least we can see Weapon X climb a little bit. I don't know how I had an insane turn 2 and we've made it to turn 6 and the opponent has 2 cards on their side of the board. It's so cool. Oh, it basically erupts the entire screen. Shoot it? Oh, I was hoping it shot it so that then it buffed Weapon X. Oh, that would have been too funny.
Victory.
We have had some very bad luck with this deck, especially when it was the Stones version. This seems like an actual player, and it seems like we have a pretty good hand. Let's just see if they are planning on countering us, or if they're planning on playing my favorite deck of all time, which is this Lockjaw into Storm into... yeah. The Storm War Machine deck definitely needs to have something looked at. I could have sworn they made it so that when Legion hit the Storm locations, they became flooding in progress and not flooded yet. Am I just imagining things? I swore that was a thing. It just seems to no longer be a thing. I'll keep this guy for now. We can make 2 of them with Moon Girl, depending on what happens with all these draws. Am I incorrect about this not being AI? AI. I keep calling them just AI, but like a bot. Wow, this really does just ruin my plays, huh? Okay. So I do think I'm confident in saying that this is a bot. I don't think Killmonger is going to be necessary in it. It's the last thing I have in my deck. Oh, actually, I'll be able to play Killmonger regardless. I forgot Moongo will come out of the hand, so I'll have some space.
You are mine.
Impressed.
I'm about to juice this up.
It's pretty powerful. Yeah. I highly doubt they're beating that, but...
I am Iron Man.
yeah, I feel like the bots these days are quite
Victory.
easy to tell. Interesting. What are we getting? Death. And Weapon X. Okay. They could very easily have got the same as, so I'm going to play calm for now. Their callback is cool. I like that. They're snapping. Maybe they got my Venom and Carnage and something, and they're thinking they have all of my like destroy triggers. Honestly, it's looking like that's the case. Although I'm not mad at that. What are we getting in the middle? He's getting Redshift. Goodbye to Adamantium Infusion. The card that I hate right now.
Rest in peace.
Oh, it had to happen, didn't it?
Enough said, bub.
Okay, so again, my issue is here. I'm going to be feeding into their decks, aren't I? All of their nulls and deaths that they want to play. Although, to be fair, I have their death. The way that it's looking, they probably have my death. Because they would have played my X-23 or Weapon X, and Moon Girl probably wouldn't have been that exciting for them. So I'm not going to duplicate the demon, sadly. It's a little sad. Because Moongo with double death, double demon here would have been nuts. And then I could have Killmongered next turn. But I think 2-0-13 deaths is too good to pass up. We're fine. We're actually more than fine. We win this location. We just need to counter their death, really. They're going to play it here? We'll see. Because we have... yeah. Let's see how this turns out.
I want the throne.
Yeah, it's null and death, right? Even against a destroy deck, we just about managed to pull it off without a null. Oh, crazy game though. And we got Weapon X at 20 again. This seems to be a reliable number a lot of the time. So those are the decks, and I think it's quite clear to say that Weapon X has some big potential. The main issue right now is, you've probably seen in a couple of those games, is there's a lot of null and a lot of death. So if you're kind of mirror matching, it's going to be hard to get good win rates with these decks right now. Weapon X is definitely fun and is going to be a massive standout card in the future. I can say that for sure. When I wasn't playing against other destroy decks, it felt better, for sure, I would say. This version of the deck, with Moon Girl, etc., you can probably remove Airwalker, honestly. I think maybe Null instead of Airwalker, especially right now, is probably a better bet. But apart from that, this was definitely the one that performed better. It did win, like, what would we? We have 6-5 games, 6 wins, 5 losses. Nothing crazy. I did have a couple of games where it was just Null, though. I can say for sure that is probably the deck's worst matchup, especially if you don't have a Null yourself. And then we have the other deck, which is this Thanos one, and honestly, extremely fun. I don't know how good it is, and the same with the last one. For right now, I can't really say how good it is. The other one pulled through those matchups against Destroy, purely because you have Moon Girl, so you can get 2 deaths. This one, it doesn't really have that. You have Firehair getting more draws and a couple of procs, or a few things destroying, but nothing crazy. And I think that's about it, really. Firehair is fun. The Airwalker Morgan play is also very fun. Weapon X. So definitely play this if you're looking for something to enjoy on the ladder. But I think for now, it might have to be a little bit of a skip temporarily until all the destroy meta clears up just a little bit. And yeah, that is both the decks in review. I don't think Weapon X is bad. The decks that I played might be slightly bad, especially if you don't have Null, but I think for now it's just not shining the way that it will. Weapon X only destroys things on your side, and I quite reliably got it to 20 power in like 3 different games. In a few other games, it was like 2 power, and I know that if you draw after turn 3, it's not even worth playing, so it kind of feels like a dead draw. Although in the same sense as a regular Wolverine does. So I don't think it's all that bad, and I don't think it's incredible either. It's kind of hard to place where it will be right now, especially with this meta, and I know over the few coming weeks there's going to be people playing Deafening Chord, and there's going to be all sorts of things that are going to make this deck a nightmare to play. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And yeah, let me know if you have any other decks that I can try out in the comments below. And I will speak to you all next time.